It's your boy Step Back Magic in the building, and what we looking at is a few old men from the LA area. Yes, three at the top, but a chalk, so the mountain, yes, in the building over there on the west side. Till they die, I'm old school west side. You guys don't even know what that is. That said, we gonna get into the season preview of your boys on the LA Lakers and why I think there's big Westbrook problems. This is a big issue for this team as we do the team review. And really, it's a case of, hey, man, I think I still got it. I think I'm still 25. I think I'm like, I think I'm still climbing to the top of the mountains, jumping from the free throw line. I think I'm the man of the Mr. Westbrook. It's time to come to realization that there's guys like John Morant coming up and Jaden Ivey, and they got younger, fresher legs, my boy. You can't do the same things you used to do. You can still be effective. You can still maintain. But you ain't the Westbrook of Oklahoma City. No, sir. Not even the Westbrook of Houston Rockets. So now we really got to get into the standpoint is you are what you are. Can you change up and become? I think he's better as a sixth man on this squad. Now, even if Russ doesn't start or then anyone Schrader comes in to start the lineup, let's get into the roster and why I think they in a lot of trouble, man. These guys are barely going to make the playoffs. Let's just go ahead and look at the rosters. The team reviews come out later because the rosters are not set. So if I did it in the preseason, I wouldn't have had the rosters right because they lay people off at the end of the day. Certain people make it, some people don't. So let's go ahead and look at the roster real quick. Guys who made it: Pat Beverly made it, obviously. Half the trade. Troy Brown Jr., one of the defensive ends. Thomas Bryant off the knee injuries, trying to come back from Washington. Their draft pick, Mr. Christie, got Anthony Davis, who's trying to play healthy, right? That's the main goal of his game. And then you got Wayne Gabriel, right? The coalescent, go hustle me and get me some points type of dude. LeBron James there, old man, really old. 37 they're showing. I think they got his age wrong, man. He not 37, bro. Why they keep lying, man? He 38 years old. Let's stop playing it. Oh, he's born 12/30. Okay, all right. Maybe he is 37. And then, no, he's not. He's 38. And then you got Mr. Jones, Damon Jones, 27 years old. Kendrick Nunn, definitely gonna have to play a factor there off the bench. Sky Pippen Jr., which I think is a steal for them. They don't know what they're getting, but what a nice pickup at the guard position, especially as a backup as he grows, maybe 3 years. Austin Reeves, the 3-and-D, really the three-point shooter. Mr. Ryan, they put in there as well from Notre Dame, another three-point shooter. Schrader comes in, big-time point guard. Guy can get the ball to the basket at any time he wants, still has the speed and still young. Mr. Swider, shooter from long. Big dude can shoot it from long. He comes in. Toscano Anderson's your hustle man. Lonnie Walker, they're probably their biggest pickup in my opinion. Going to play the shooting guard position. And then Russell Westbrook rounds out the squad. So you read all that and you go, okay, you got LeBron, you got Davis, you got Westbrook supposed to be a big three. Is that really a big three? I'm going to say no, it's not your big three. All right. I don't think they have a big three anymore because of the ages and the injuries. There is no big three. It's Anthony Davis's team. He's the youngest, still in his prime. Can he remain healthy? Can they get him the ball? But as the lineup looks today, I don't think they have enough. I don't think they have enough juice to be able to make this go any more further than it currently is. And there's going to be a lot of issues with the LA Lakers trying to make some things happen with this lineup. Stat line last year, you know about a lot of things about who the top scorer was, right? It's not hard to see. No. Team leaders. And I wanted to go to stats by team. So I'm going to go one back and get back to the Lake Show. Roster depth. All right, let's keep going. Here goes the stat line. Let's see what we got. So as of last year, you can see, as I mentioned, Bronny and Mr. Davis put up 20. Excuse me, this is the regular season. Let's see the preseason real quick. See what really was shaking. Again, that's kind of how it's gonna lay out, I think, and that's exactly. I think Davis may outdo LeBron, but those will be your first two, and it's gonna be a swath of others that make up the third spot. All right. I don't think Westbrook on this team in this system is part of a big three. And that's primarily the driver why I'm saying they're going to have a rough time even making the playoffs. You heard it here first, man. You know I'm the Damas of basketball. You know I'm official, man. Even with 35 subscribers, they cannot match me with my predictions. They need another big trade or they're going to struggle big time. Buddy Hield at this point is a good move for them. Lonnie Walker, not a good fit for the Lakers. Should have went. If I were the Lakers, if I'm Orlando, I make the swap. Terrence Ross, perfect. Lonnie Walker, perfect for that squad. He makes sense over there in Orlando with a growing team. This team may mess him up, okay? May mess him up. Now, let's keep going in and what else we got that needs to happen for this team. Some of the X factors. Westbrook has to really slow down the game, right? Has to go half court. He doesn't have the speed that he once had on the other teams, right? Guys that can run, okay? They try to get Lonnie Walker for him, but Davis, one of the better power forward center runners, but not what Westbrook does, right? He needs to be in a Washington Wizards type situation. Matter of fact, not sure why he couldn't go back there, especially on a buyout, right? Even though they traded the whole squad for him, makes sense to maybe look back at those type of teams for his efforts. The depth chart is easier to see, and why I say Schrader is going to be the X factor, because I don't think Westbrook is going to be there all the time. He's going to have, 125-point game, then the next game going to put up 12, then the next game put up 21, the next game 8. He's going to have a lot of swap, but I'm not going to give him any issue for his effort. Russell Westbrook will put in the effort. But that being said, with Schrader, Westbrook in the play, you got another backup there in Scottie Pippen Jr. and what he can bring to the table. And I think that's going to be exciting to see if he gets the minutes. From a defensive perspective, Pat Bev is going to be Pat Bev. It is what it is, right? He's going to be a disruptor. Shooting guard position. I want to move in Lonnie Walker here. I think he is there. I think Kendrick Nunn plays a number 2 backup. And then you got a swath of others that can come in and help out, including Pat Beverly, Mr. Schrader at times, and Troy Brown. Small forward, they got Lonnie there. I don't like him there. I like him at the 2 guard, but Lonnie's there with Reeves. And then you got a couple other guys that can come in and help out from time to time to keep the Lake Show running. But you can see the names next to Lonnie. You can say that's already a dub. And in this tight league, you can't have any dubs. Every team is loaded from top to bottom. Powerful LeBron James moves into that now with his age. He has to. He has a nice running hustleman in Toscano Jr. and Wayne Gabriel, and that should be enough to sustain them. Anthony Davis at the center position, I think, is very, very dumb, especially with his injury history. He's going to get burnt out so fast, it's not even funny. So I think that's an opportunity maybe to move in another direction outside of Mr. Anthony Davis, maybe move him back to the 4, move LeBron up to the small forward position, but he's going to die out there because of the speed. But you got to take your hits where you take your hits. He can punish them on the inside. Damian Jones and Thomas Bryant will form a good backcourt from a defensive perspective, and in all, they have a solid team. Where do I see them ranking when we look at the team rankings and where they're going to end up from a schedule perspective or standings perspective? Let's just get there real quick. When you look at the West Side till you die, it's filled with talent. Even Utah, even with the trades, I think I'm not gonna go in there how dumb I thought that trade was on the part of Cleveland, because I think they have more talent packed versus what they got sent back in Donovan Mitchell. But Golden State's there. Minnesota with their new entourage looked great the other night. Clippers 3, Phoenix 4. New Orleans Pelicans is deadly. I said this last year, now they're even sicker. All right. Memphis is there, right? You got Dallas on the other side of that. Denver. That's going to be tough. Denver, Dallas, Houston, Memphis. You already got 4 teams. Phoenix. Whew. Clippers, Minnesota, Golden State. That's 8 teams already, guys. And now they're fighting for that nice slot. In all, I think that's what's going to happen. It's going to be a play-in. It's going to be 9 or 10 slot. They're going to be fighting against teams, as low as the Portland Trailblazers and things like that, trying to get in. And Portland, I think, has more weapons than the Lakers. So, and that's my opinion. The Lakers don't even have as many weapons as Portland, even with LeBron James. So we in for a long, long ride this season for the Lakers. I'm sorry, Lake Show. My pick is the 10th seed, and they're lucky to get that. Your boy Step Back stepping off. Lakers team review. It's going to be tough. They need more options. When they get the options, then maybe I will option them up. Peace. I'm gone.